Hello everybody, welcome back to Toontown. You might notice my voice is a little different today, and that's because it's Jim. I've taken over for today, as I have locked your original host in my closet, all in the name of putting out the content that I know everybody actually wants on this channel. Just fishing in Toontown for another unholy amount of time, but, you know, I give the people what they want. Though I'm clearly washed. We're just here to have a good time. And as for things that are going on, how does everybody feel about retro video games? Old stuff, because PlayStation 3 came out 20 years ago. It's officially 2 decades old as of this year. Which is, you know, that is definitely enough to be qualified as a retro console at that point. Which also puts our Wii and our 360s as retro consoles as well. The Wii kind of makes sense, though. It is a glorified GameCube. But as an unk, we have, you know, we have our little, well, for me, even for my age, my ripe old age of 23, I don't even fit in because I actually grew up on the GameCube, which came out just a little bit before my time. Very, very briefly before my time. I believe, I could be wrong on the exact date, but everybody that I talked to was on PS3 and Wii as the consoles that they grew up on. Pretty much everybody. Which I thought was a shame because I loved the GameCube. And still do. GameCube is still up there as like one of my all-time favorites. Seeing how much experience I'm getting for existing here, I might just record until I max out fishing. I'm gonna unlock the next rod by the time I actually purchase the next one. It's bad. But yeah, I grew up on Mario Sunshine, and despite all of the issues it has, it's still one of my favorite games of all time. Still boot it up from time to time playing it. It's honestly, it's up there. Like the blue coins kind of suck, being real. It's not a highlight of the game, but just something about the movement in that game and how fast Mario moves and just flinging myself everywhere is just fun. And honestly, a genuine issue that I have with Mario Galaxy, actually, is just how slow and not fun the movement is. The whole game feels like a slog. And it's a bit of a hot take, but it's not to say that I don't like Mario Galaxy. I do genuinely enjoy it. I just replayed it again on the Switch re-release for the probably 7th time to 100%, because it is a fun game. It is enjoyable. But in comparison to something like Mario Sunshine, I would much rather play that over Galaxy. Even if there are 240 blue coins that I have to get every time I play Mario Sunshine. And 46. I believe that's 24 more levels to go, and we've maxed fishing. See how far we get before I potentially have to leave myself. So I do not know how long I will be recording for, but there is a definitive endpoint in me getting the max fishing level, which could be any amount of time. Well, we're cruising right now. We're already 46, so we're making good progress. We're making good progress. And we've hit level 10. We're really cooking here. I could carry extra jelly beans, 10 additional gags. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, and we're 47. See, the burr is a really good spot to fish, as you get the barracudas, which are surprisingly common here, but there's just a seahorse. That was 3,000. And you don't really get many of the lesser ones. They don't show up all too often, and even still, the more common ones that you do get are still worth a good bit. Like there's a pool shark for 5,000. Frozen fish is 600. Dogfish is 500. That one's not great. Black barracuda is good. This is good.
Thank you very much.
Just like that, we're at 48 already.
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
One more, everybody.
Love what moves you, protect what matters. The drives you count on connect you to the people, places, and moments you love. That's why Tire Choice Auto...
However, going back to a bit early to what I was saying. The retro games. Stuff like Battle for Bikini Bottom was another one that I grew up heavily on. I have many, many fond memories of my family playing Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's up there as one of my favorite games of all time. And not even just because of all of the dumb, ridiculous stuff that I could do with it, and skips and glitches. It's just up there as one of my favorite games. Something like Resident Evil 5 as well, which is an objectively mediocre game. The story is not great. The gameplay is very monotonous and tedious. It's not very good. However, the co-op in Resident Evil 5, as I will always vouch for, is one of the best multiplayer experiences you can have in gaming, honestly. Between all of like the jokes and the making fun and poking fun, just kind of taking jabs at the game, making fun of things, just hanging out, messing around in the game. It is genuinely like up there as a fantastic experience that you really just can't get anywhere else besides like Resident Evil 6, but that one's a real acquired taste. You have to really enjoy that even to enjoy the multiplayer, and it's still rough. I've been working on a playthrough of that game with another friend of mine for... It's been a good few years. It was a couple Christmases ago that we started it. And it's not that we haven't had time, it's just the motivation to play a game that we both hate almost passionately is difficult.
Thank you very much.
Got some people talking about the manager bosses in this game. Like, that was 26,000 right there. Bumped me up. I'm about to get another laugh point. These guys are yapping about builds. 2 Amore eels, really, for this bingo? This is not a good board for this. You get the crab. It's not bad. Another laugh point boost. We're cooking, we're cooking. We'll get 2 more for our trouble. I don't think I could catch a piano tuna here. They're too heavy for the rod that I have. Definitely picking the Amore eel. Haven't been getting lucky with those. Definitely picking the Amore eel. I've at least remember seeing a cutthroat trout. There's another barracuda. Look at that. Oh, boot. There's bingo. Sweet. We are cooking. Yeah, but a little distracted by this people yapping over there, but Battle for Bikini Bottom's a great game. Love it to death. There was a long time ago when I was in like elementary school, and like my whole family lived in the same house before my sister moved out. We would play the GameCube like all together, regardless of what we were doing. It was like big family events. That was our big get-together. It wasn't board games or movies. It was playing the GameCube. And one of the things we would do, besides obviously like Mario Kart or other things, is like tag team games. So when it came to Battle for Bikini Bottom, like my sister was really good at the slides. So when we got to the Kelp Vine slide in Kelp Forest or Sand Mountain, that was her dedicated section. She'd be able to do those, and there's a couple other random smaller sections that she would do. My mother was fantastic at the puzzles. That's what she liked doing, so she did things like the rolling ballroom and I believe the spinning towers of power or something. Something of that nature. I can't remember the exact name. But it's also in the Murmelair. And obviously a couple other sections, because, you know, I'm not playing the entire game by myself. Good few sections that I'm not great at. And then, like, my dad would always do the final boss. Because that final boss is actually really difficult, all things considered. It is a very long gauntlet with no healing opportunities or checkpoints the entire fight. changed it in the remake, of course. It did kind of need at least one checkpoint. They went a little too hard, because now it's just kind of a joke. There's a checkpoint like every 10 seconds. Every fight has a checkpoint, essentially. And it's not great. But there's a lot of fond memories I have of playing the GameCube with my whole family back at our old apartment. It was a genuinely nice time. And I kind of got to relive that a little bit here at college. Because when I was attending gaming club here, I was doing my thing, you know, and I kind of just brought in what I wanted to play. I didn't want to see what the club had. I wanted to, you know, share what I liked with people. I didn't know how big it was, I didn't know how many people were going to be there, but I was certain that me and my buddy,
Thank you very much.
even if it was just us, we were going to sit there and have a good time. Hanging out, maybe make some friends, but that wasn't our priority. We just wanted to, you know, play the games that we liked for a dedicated 3 hours of the week. And we did actually end up meeting a bunch of people that was like, you know, shared interest in the things that we wanted to play. Double Dash and Catan, Settlers of Catan, the board game, not anything serious. We 100%ed Mario 3D World. We played the whole game. That was a good time. But yeah, I kind of got to relive my childhood through Gaming Club,
Hazle pop y descubre el
which
sabor del
is
amor.
genuinely really, really nice.
It's more than an SUV.
It's
It's your Chevy Equinox with advanced safety features.
missed it in a sense. But it's always nice to kind of revisit stuff from your childhood, just as a general concept. And while they didn't, you know, all the guys I was talking to didn't inherently grow up with the games that I played, just being able to play it with people was more than enough to actually, like, bring me back to it, you know? Oh, I'm not gonna get it. These tiny buckets, bro. Like even this, Toontown. The original game came out in 2003. It was a immensely old game, but Disney shut it down in 2013. Because, you know, it wasn't making the money, even with a paid subscription service, to actually play the game. I gotta lock in. Damn. Unfortunate. Oh. 'Tis a sad day. Did not get bingo. Oh, but this was another game that I played. I take, for example, my dad. He hates turn-based games, despises them, refuses to play them. He cannot find enjoyment in playing a turn-based game. was a devil ray up there. Get rid of that. Can't do it. But I played this game so much and talked about it so much. Just the other day, I was telling him a little bit about something that happened in the game, because I was trying to solo a 5-story building on my main account. And there was my lure missed on the final floor against the last 3 cogs. After like 45 minutes, I wasted that. That's a shame. It was a brutal loss. Brutal. Very demoralizing to the point where I had to stop playing the game for the night. Especially since I wasn't playing with anybody. There was no motivating factor to keep playing. I was telling him about it. And he was just like fully understanding everything I was saying without any explanation for what anything meant. I didn't have to tell him what lure meant. I didn't have to explain how bad being, you know, soloing a 5-story is. Ain't that neat? Can't wait to see how much experience that gave me. I wasn't paying attention, I was too busy looking at the holy mackerel. Did you just make me waste my pool shark because of that? You did. That's messed up. I now have to get another pool shark. I mean, to be fair, I'm not getting anything I need right now. There's so many of these that are just sitting here that I can't get. It's just not giving me what I need. There's one. Cutthroat trouts here are not the most common. Double new record. Man, I'm just getting new records constantly here. 2 barracudas. Alright, I see what we're cooking here.
Thank you very much.
All-star fish. Only 4,800 for that? Only 4,800 for the ultra rare. Oh, it must have to be a weight thing too. That must have been a super lightweight one. I know weight plays a factor in it. Oh, but speaking of Toontown, I can actually talk about the game that I'm playing a little bit. In the original game, fishing was actually slightly different. There's a couple different mechanics that were actually
It's been a minute.
around.
There's only one Ozempic.
There's math, and then there's $10 Big New Yorker math. 201 square inches equals 1 slice for you, 1 for me, 1 for the guy
The
who's
first thing that was different was actually how you got
Can't argue with the math.
fishing rods.
The $10 Big New York.
In the original game, there was a weekly catalog. It's in this game too. The catalog is. But it's not how you get the rods. Because there was no levels either. But you would wait a week, and the new catalog would come in, and you'd be able to buy the new rod. No unlock requirements at all. You'd just be able to buy it. You just had to wait the week to do it. Didn't have like a fish requirement or anything. Another ultra rare. I'm cooking today. Damn. Got the conquered grape and the holy mackerel in this pond. That's why we fish here. They move real slow. It's very easy to just consistently throw the rod. It's an easy time. Oh, but yes. That's how you got rods. You couldn't actually upgrade the bucket. The bucket didn't have any upgrades like this one does. So it was just catch 20 and then return them every time. Major inconvenience. There were less rods. It was only twig, bamboo, hardwood, steel, and gold. And what kind of sucked about the gold rod is it only allowed you to catch one singular fish. It only unlocked one. The bulldog fish in not a Barnacle Boatyard anymore. It used to be Donald's Dock because it was owned by Disney. But so you can only throw out, however, didn't matter how many fish you caught, didn't matter anything, how much time you put into it. You were only allowed 20 fish, and the gold rod only gave, I believe, in the original game, it gave you a slight boosted % chance for the ultra rares. But since I've caught 2 of them, in the original game, you would not see that in the slightest. The all-star fish, the holy mackerel, and the conquered grape, peanut butter and jellyfish, all in one session. There was a select few fish in the game that were labeled as 10 rarity in the files, but they were a special 10 rarity. Because there are a few 10s, but they don't have the specific check that some of the 10s have. So some of the rare fish in the game are like the Siamese catfish. That I believe is a 9 or a 10. It's a 10 in Daffodil Gardens, but it's a 9 on a specific street. Still very difficult to get. It almost never showed up. Like, we're talking less than 1% of the time. Less than 1% chance.
Thank you very much.
But, what are the other ones? There's a few. The old king crab in Barnacle Boatyard. That's one of them. I believe, I want to say the scurvy cutthroat trout is one of them. I could be wrong though. One I do know for certain is the baby grand piano tuna. That's one of those 10s. It's like it's a soft 10, not a hard 10. But
Dr. White,
the hard 10s were notorious because there was only like 4 or 5 of them in the game. But let's see. I'm gonna get a barracuda. Probably not the balloon fish. I have a heavier rod. Can't strategize at all. But The ultra rares in particular that were notorious were the grizzly barracuda, the full moon fish, the conquered grape peanut butter and jellyfish, and the grand piano tuna. Technically speaking, the devil ray and the holy mackerel are also included, but the holy mackerel is like, it has the check everywhere but the estate. It's very weird. And then the devil ray is just catchable in all playgrounds. So the check is always being added to. Sorry, I took a drink. But the check was, well, firstly we should note that these ultra rares, we're talking about, I believe, a 0.001% chance. It is slim to none that you would actually catch one of these things. But it's not like you had the chance to catch it anyways, because you couldn't just walk up to a playground and start fishing it and just get it by chance. The game literally would not allow you to just sheer happenstance 1 in 10,000 or whatever get it.
So if I book my flight now but my stay later,
They didn't leave it up to dumb luck, because Disney wanted to make a super fun MMO at the time, and their idea of content was grinding. But to be fair, that's what MMOs are. Like, let's be real. Devil Ray. The check was that in the specific playground that you had to catch the fish, so we're talking, I want to say Walrus Way for the grizzly barracuda, and like Alto Avenue for the grand piano tuna. One of the, I think it's Lullaby Lane for the full moon fish, and then Conquered Grape was a bit easier because it's catchable in both Drowsy Dreamland playgrounds and the bird playgrounds, as opposed to just a single street for the other ones. That was one of the only ones that I got in the original game, out of the big ones. But the game demanded, there was a check for how many fish you caught in that playground, not just in total, but in that specific pond, for catching 10,000 fish. And only then will it go from straight 0% to 0.001%. You unlock, I believe, a 1 in 10,000 chance after you catch 10,000 fish. So getting the final laugh point from fishing in the original game is a horrible, horrible, horrible experience that takes weeks and weeks of doing nothing but this. Didn't matter what you caught. It could have been like rarer fish. Did not matter at all. 10,000 fish, and only then you had the chance. And right now there's no more rare fish I can get from this specific playground. I believe I don't have the list up on my phone, but I have 2 not happening. Another failed bingo. That's sad. Oh, Look at that, Mario almost at another level. Three-way. Oh. Now, yapped about Toontown. Oh, hold on, I got text. 2 seconds, please. Getting a lot of experience now. Not having that rod's really doing me dirty here. Once I get the steel rod though, I'll be cooking. Because I could catch almost every fish in the game, so then I'll just be going pretty much everywhere except back to Barnacle Boatyard for the bulldog fish. Almost forgot I'm playing bingo. But yeah. Oh, as I was saying about like video games and whatnot, I mentioned that I was a super big on the video games, big family events, but that was mostly my father that brought everybody into that. He is always the one to buy things and buy the PlayStations for himself and the Nintendo stuff for me and my sister since, you know, we're kids. He's not trying to have us play. I mean, we didn't actively play stuff like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, Fatal Frame. We weren't told not to play them. Wow, I just fumbled bad. I'm not gonna get another catfish now. Not that I'm gonna win anyways, because I have half the board to get. Really should take a quick break and update my list and see where it wants me to go. Because it's probably Lullaby Lane. But I don't really want to leave here until I can go back to Boatyard, get the new rod, and then be able to catch everything in the game. Minus one fish. Oh, I did get I did get into the catfish.
Boys. I need a man. Pringle Leo.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but my father was, or as everyone refers to him now, Bro Dad. He was always the one to enjoy a good video game. So he'd get off of work and he'd spend hours and hours playing stuff like Tomb Raider and Assassin's Creed, Uncharted. Loves a good video game. Like, the original Silent Hill is one of his favorite games of all time, and then I could not even begin to explain to you why, but he hated Silent Hill 2. I don't know if it's because... I've tried asking him, we've tried figuring it out, because it uses the same camera, so it's obviously not a camera thing, since he refuses to play first-person anything. Oh. New balloon fish. No, I can actually catch that here. Had to decide what I was clicking on there for a second. Oh, just wasted some beans there. But yeah, he was super into it, and then when my sister was born, he got her into playing games. She kind of steered clear from most of it, though. She was a very outgoing person. When she became a teenager, she actually started, like, you know, going out and leaving the house all the time. And then I just enjoyed staying home playing video games. Because... oh, look at that, level 60. Well on our way to actually getting our max level. Probably gonna get the steel rod and start going out and actually trying to catch the other fish. I was expecting it to take far longer, but once I finish up this bingo, we'll say I'll update my list and see where the tracker wants me to go and get my steel rod and go on my merry way. Go for the Olympic pool shark, the moonfish. Don't think I want to go to Mezzo yet. Mezzo has a lot of rare fish that just kind of suck. Getting a lot of boots. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, though. It's going to be one away. It's about pool shark. Unfortunate. Haven't gotten very many bingos. Let's see, how are we doing? 3,200. Honestly, I think that's enough. I think the old rod is, or the new rod is 25. I think it is. I think it's 2,500. Oh, but that's what got me into playing video games. My sister's the one that got me into Toontown, which is easily my most played game ever. To kind of put it into perspective, the average VP, Vice President, the first raid boss of this game, is, if you have a good team, it takes roughly about an hour on average, depending on a bunch of factors, obviously, but the average VP is about an hour long. Now, I maxed the VP, or the Cellbot suit, in this game, on my main account, not this one. But because I maxed it, what you have to do is, it ends up actually being a lot more than an hour, because you can't just fight it consecutively. You actually had to get merits to be ready for promotion, and only then could you actually refight the VP. So you'd have to go fight it, head back to the playground, and then go and fight Cellbots until you were able to unlock it. It's 5,000? Damn. Guess we're taking a fishing break and going straight to the trolley. What's the easiest way? It's probably over here. That's a crazy amount. The Activity Tuesday is really going hard. But, what was I saying? Completely forgot. Oh, right, the raid boss. Yep. So, for every suit, or every tier of cog, you'd have to work through there, do it 5 times. So you'd start as a cold collar level 1, you'd go get your merits, then fight the VP, and then you'd become a level 2 cold collar. And then repeat the process over and over and over again, level 3, 4, 5, and then the rank up one is more merits. Exponentially higher than, or substantially higher than just the normal levels. And then you're a level 2 telemarketer. And then once you're a level 2 telemarketer, then it's 3, 4, 5, 6, rank up again, level 3 name dropper. And it just continues. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Real quick, I'm going to look at my tracker. Let's go to this. Let's actually see real quick. So it ends up usually being about an hour and a half, and then later on, like 2 hours. But we're just saying like an hour, roughly. Which is honestly an underestimate, because you also have to wait for the group to form, because you need 8 people to be able to fight the boss. So there's also the waiting involved in forming a group. Can't tabby in town. And now I have all the clownfish and now the frozen fish. Honestly, I think I have all the starfish. I do! And now the holy mackerel. I know I have all the dogfish. I've gotten them 1,000 times. Dog, hot dog, Dalmatian, and puppy. Bulldog fish I can't get. I know I've gotten a devil ray and a moray eel. Oh, I got the electric one from the estate. Just a normal nurse shark. I have the 3 king crabs. I have not been to Daffodil or Drowsy Dreamland to get any of those. The seahorse. Pool, kiddie pool, and swimming I have. I could get the Olympic, I just have to go to the right spot. Brown, black, koala, honey. Brown, black, koala, honey, and polar, actually. I have the 3 cutthroat trouts. Sweet. I just got the Conquered grape. I don't believe I have crunchy. I do not. These are the piano tunas. And the devil ray. Big chillin' at 44. So that's updated. Go to the fishing guide. Ah, shocking. It wants me to go to Lullaby Lane. 27% chance to get a new fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the full moon fish is actually too heavy for the hardwood. So I'm going to be going back. This is why I wanted the steel rod. As you go through the tiers, as I was saying, it takes about an hour for the VP to fight, on average. And then, at the end of the day, it would end up being going through all of those. A very long, arduous process, especially since once you got to tier 8, for Cellbots, the Mr. Hollywood, instead of just going from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it actually did something else. It went to 13, and 14, and 15, and then you maxed it out at 50, actually. You had to get to level 50 for each of the suits. So all in all, at the end of the day, I ended up fighting the VP 84 times. And my friend made the realization, I was having a conversation with him about this, how I have more time just grinding that boss in Toontown. Literally just sitting here for 2 weeks straight, pretty much, doing nothing but the VP, not playing any other games. Literally in that 2-week period, I put more time into Toontown. Not just Toontown, but fighting that boss in Toontown than he has time in most games he's played. Active gamer. Active. Plays a lot of games, but he just beats them. And the average game is like, what, 20, 30, 40 hours? I almost have more time than he does in a JRPG he's 100%ed. Solely just from fighting that boss. I'm past my percentage catch rate. That's ridiculous. That should have worked. Ooh, new species. We're at 45. But yeah, it's a very long game. I just started getting back to the grind again, actually. Moonfish. Second new species. In a single bucket.
Granger knows that if you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor
3 in one bucket.
Granger offers diagnostic
Alley
tools
catfish.
like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Granger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger for the...
And that's not taking into account the fact that, you know, I've beaten Toontown, made it through the entire quest line between Rewritten, the original, Corporate Clash 8 times. Like, I went competitive in Smash Brothers a good few years back. Former competitive player, since, you know, I will tell people that, you know, say they're interested in it, to be prepared mentally for what that does to you. And for the inevitable crash of the game, just games, the game, Smash, and games in general just not being fun anymore. It's brutal on the mind, what you end up doing to yourself. But even in Smash 4, just the one on the Wii U, I have 2,600 hours, and Toontown easily surpasses that. Because there'd be days where I'd just boot up the game for a few hours and just go solo a couple buildings, maybe go do a boss if I felt like it, and then just put it down, not really doing anything. Sometimes grinding out the gag tracks that I didn't have maxed, or whatever. But in other bigger games that I've played for a long period of time, it would be like Mario Maker at 2,400 hours, Brawl at about 2,000, Ultimate at 1,200. Nothing comes close to Toontown, like even remotely. It's a league of its own for me, for the amount of time I've spent playing this game. Like, even just now, getting back into it, I've put in a good almost 20 hours already, which is the length of time it takes to beat the average game nowadays, is roughly 20 hours. Like Silent Hill 2 Remake is 20-hour game. And I would have beaten the whole game blind in just playing this. It is a... Oh, new fish. Crescent moon. I believe that's number 4. Now the Harvest Moon. 11,000 experience. Now that I have them, I should be able to get them a little bit more often. The moonfish don't hit as hard as the barracudas, though. A little bit harder to get. Oh, we finally get a bingo. Sell these guys and gotta update our profile. Just got the alley catfish. Moon, crescent, and harvest moonfish. And the strawberry PB&J. Piano tuna's being a bit rough right now, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any of those. Oh, we're one fish away though from another goodie. Ah. 6% chance. Wants me to go to Baritone Boulevard for 3 piano tunas and 2 nurse sharks. That's a rough one. I have not seen a singular piano tuna this entire time playing, so in all honesty, I definitely shouldn't go to mezzo until I get the steel rod. So I guess I'm going to Elm Street, unless there's more to do on Lullaby. Oh, okay, there's still 2 fish I could get here. So 2 moonfish. And one's supposedly very common, but the percentage stays nice and low until you catch it for the first time. This is a wild board. 3 moonfish and a catfish. Immensely, immensely easy board. Should be able to do this in a single bucket. Oh, but I was slow. Come on, you want to give me a moonfish. Pool shark, that's fun. 2 pool sharks. There we go. Extra bingo.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's still, oh yeah, it's still up there. Lullaby Lane's where I want to be. Really? Wants a holy mackerel. Oh wow, this one wants some rough fish. Peanut butter and jelly ain't bad though. See? Not bad. Let's see. What else did I play when I was younger? Ah, right, the games my father played were like... Resident Evil was a big one. Zero is still one of his favorite games of all time. As is Tomb Raider 2, specifically. Loves Tomb Raider 2. Knows all the cheat codes by heart. That is information that has never left his mind. He can boot that game up any hour of any day of the year and be able to just drop that real quick. Uncharted. He's a big fan of Uncharted. Robbed. The original Assassin's Creeds were always a good time. I could never actually do, as a child, I was very bad at video games. But as a child, I was never able to do the story things, and neither was my mother. So my dad did most of the stories, and I would just walk around collecting like the flags and just killing guys just for the sake of killing guys. There was a couple of like hot spots I would go to for fights. Just to go there and fight. And I didn't even know what the counter was. I just fought dudes and just pressed buttons. So I died a lot. And then I found out what the counter was when I was replaying them way later on, and it was quite shocking to me to see how easy the combat in the game is, solely because you can counter every move in the game. And even when they nerfed it and made the sword counter
NCC definitely gave
not
me the opportunity to run my business and take care of my kids, and I still came here for 5 classes a semester.
like it was in the first game.
It's affordable, it's flexible,
They kept
like
the hidden blade counter to be an insta-kill,
that give me the time.
which is insane. It was a tighter timing window, but still very manageable. And it was an insta-kill even on the dudes with the full suits of armor and the really high health bars that you'd have to normally counter 5-6 times to be able to kill. Hidden blade counter just killed him. And it really did trivialize the whole game. I could get into a fight with 30 plus guards and it was nothing. All because I sat there and waited for them to hit me, and they just died. Not even have to use any healing items. The fact that I haven't gotten a moonfish in this time is insane. Thank you. Take that too. Though I took a gamble on the horse. It's like, which one am I going to get first? Because the game doesn't like giving either of those fish. I chose poorly. No. 30 seconds. And I'm... Dang, gonna be one away again. So I get a boot right now. So I know it's not gonna give me a seahorse. Shucks. Could really use the extra beans, honestly. So I could get the steel rod. Really shouldn't be doing this. Actually, do this real quick. I haven't gotten either of the moonfish. Actually, real quick. How heavy are the fish? Because of the different rods, it changes things. So go straight to the barracudas. Okay, these guys are 11 pounds. If I go up to here, look at the fishing list, go down to the moonfish. Oh, they're super lightweight. Okay. Tiny fish. All the salty run back with the tea. Not a single moonfish in the tea. 2 dogfish, though. What else did he play? He did play Fatal Frame for a time. Fatal Frame was a big one. Not a big one, but it was one of them. Silent Hill was a massive one. But only the first one I mentioned earlier, but I did try talking to him about it and figuring out what exactly about 2 he didn't like. And I'm going to assume it's because he was not playing as Harry from the first game. I have to assume. That's my I think that's my big guess. Is he was expecting Harry and he got a different character. Because he would have only played for like no more than 20 minutes if he didn't like the game. Very quick and decisive about whether or not he's into a game or not. The beginning of the game has to sell him big. Literally just chucked it right there. Like he didn't like the God of Wars. Wow, another one. We're almost maxed. I don't even have the steel rod. Activa Tuesday going hard. 12 seconds, not going to be able to catch a bunch of easy fish. Oh. Got one of them. I did miss my clownfish though, which is ridiculous. And I got a pool shark. Because of course I would. Insult. But yeah, playing video games is a big part of my life. It's honestly kind of shameful that there's still, at least when I look around and talk to people, that there's this air around video games that people still just find, or are just disgusted by. It's like, oh, you play video games. And it's like, for me personally, it's not, there's like different kinds of video games, different ways you could spend your time. So like, think of it like reading a book, right? Or at least semi-comparable. If you're reading a book, you're sitting there, it's a quote-unquote nerdy interest, if you will. But, you're sitting there and you're letting the book take you along on a journey. Whether that be like an emotional journey or an adventurous journey or whatever kind of book it is, whether it be horror, romance, action, I'm not exactly sure the genre, but like a tragedy, any kind of book. You're there for the story. Or even TV shows. There's some TV shows that are like, you know, obviously don't really follow a cohesive plot, but a lot of TV shows do have an overarching plot. Some of the bigger ones, like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, there is some semblance of plot to even newer ones like The Rookie or The Lincoln Lawyer. A lot of TV shows, or Breaking Bad. How could I possibly forget one of the most popular TV shows of all time? Better Call Saul, prequel. But when you watch these TV shows, you're getting invested into a story in some form. It's a story that's being told, or even something like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which doesn't really have an overarching story. Every episode has its own theme and to follow along with. And then movies as well. Obviously there's like comedies, so if you're watching comedies, you're not really there for the story or emotional investment. Nose is a little stuffed.
Summer's wrapping up, and life is picking back up. Early mornings, long days, and
there's a lot of movies out there, so if you watch a movie,
neither should you. Who has time to slow down?
That's a
due to
story.
body pain? That's why there's Aleve to keep you going. With just one pill, Aleve delivers
there's a
longer-lasting
definitive
body pain
start and
relief for
definitive
those
end.
compared to other leading OTC
You're
branded pain
following
relievers.
along
helps keep you
the
moving from
protagonist's
sunup to
journey
sundown with up
from
to
start to
12
end, and
hours of
you're
pain relief
invested
per
in their
dose,
story
so you
as
can
long
keep
as you are
moving and be
enjoying
ready
it,
for
obviously.
whatever's next. Use as directed.
Where you want to see how it plays out. Take the likes of Seven, The Lord of the Rings, both the books and the movies, The Godfather, LA Confidential, Inception, Shutter Island is one of my personal favorites. No Country for Old Men, another favorite of mine. But they're all stories at the end of the day. Another big one is music. Depending on why you listen to music and what kind of music you listen to, you can tell a lot about a person. So, a lot of music you are emotionally drawn to. So if something happens in your life and it's unfortunate, you know, maybe you listen to some sad songs, or you break up with your girlfriend and here comes Hinder or Seether and the divorced dad rock, as it's usually referred to. That's just kind of like the breakup kind of music stuff, like 3 Days Grace. You can get that air from people. So depending on what they're listening to in a given moment, you could kind of tell what kind of emotions they're feeling. Depending on the person, of course. Especially if they're a more musically oriented person, you could really tell what people are feeling. Sometimes it's more obvious, where it's just a deliberately slow, sad song and the vocals don't have much. They have depth, but there's not much like interpreting to do. It's very direct in what it's trying to say. And then it all comes back, video games. So obviously video games are different. If you're playing something like Fortnite, League, Final Fantasy XIV, Overwatch, Apex, Rocket League, those kinds of games there is no end to them. There's no story. It's a competition. That's more of a sport than it is a story. But that's what video games to people that don't play video games, that is what video games is a lame sport. You can have your opinions on that. I think they have their ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it is its own thing. But my kind of video game is something that has an end, a story, something to get invested into. And a side note, with the emotional tendencies to music, if you are not aware, just to give an example, Mr. Brightside by The Killers, one of the most popular prom dance songs ever. Almost everybody has heard the song at least once. The lead singer wrote the song because the girl he was with, his girlfriend, had cheated on him. And under the circumstances that did not happen, we would not have the song. So there is a lot of emotion behind those lyrics. A lot of it. Yeah, it's still a pop song. It's super fun to listen to. Catchy and all that jazz, but you look at the lyrics and it's like, damn. This goes deep. This is really deep. But some of my favorite games are, almost none of them are big multiplayer games. I'll play them from time to time because I enjoy playing games with my friends. It's an excuse to hang out, talk, and chat, and just kind of do something while you're together. Something tells me I can't get these fish yet with this rod. I'm getting a sneaking suspicion that I've caught so many fish to the point where I'm suspicious. Did at least get bingo though. And how we doing? 40, we're still 1,000 away. Yikes. Where am I? Ugh, Mezzo. I don't want to go to Mezzo. So we go... I don't want to go back to the Burr either. Honestly, I'm probably going to go to Daffodil. Yeah, but my favorite games are easily something like Silent Hill 2. Such an emotionally impactful story. They changed the street names for Daffodil. Hold on. Wants me to go to... Oh, I'm at 49. Elm Street is where it wants me to go. Okay, that's specifically the pond that I'm looking for, which is not Tulip Terrace. I guess Daisy Drive. Is not Daisy Drive. Yes. I already got the Olympic pool shark. Gotta say, playing this game without music is very strange. Gonna have to catch up with my boy. Get him up to snuff, considering I just got 2 levels from experience through achievements alone. Oh, there's the water balloon fish too. We're at 51. Nine more and I should get 3 here, I believe. Right? Oh, I already got 2 of them. It's a PB&J fish and the Siamese catfish. It's gonna be a rough one. But my something like SpongeBob I play strictly for the nostalgia. As honestly as like it's perfection when it comes to licensed games, but it's obviously not going to compare to something like God of War or Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, big AAA games. Can't really compete with those, as they a lot of passion was put into those. They didn't have the strict deadlines that licensed games do have. Some of them do. Some AAA games are unfortunately put into that position, but I did play. I've played a lot of games in my time. I believe I've beaten about somewhere between 150 and 200 games in my time. Oh wow. I'm gonna be maxing soon. At the rate that I'm going. Only 2 more levels. Probably gonna max here, honestly. Especially if I keep getting these Olympic pool sharks. It's 2 of them already. There's 69. Nice. Our final stretch and our final laugh point from fishing. Unfortunate.
The 2026 Chevy Equinox is ready for your daily drives, weekend getaways, and everything in between. Plenty of cargo space, plus a big touchscreen that keeps all your tech right where you need it. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Crabs are generally rare, so I'm not getting very lucky with these catches. Not getting what I need. Of course, should have went for the pool shark. Already at 6,000. 3 of those were old boots. Where's that luck on the harder ones? Where it actually kind of matters. So I got the boots on the easy one. But yeah, in my time of trying to figure out what I really enjoy in some hobbies, oh yeah, I definitely have a chance of doing this. I've found that the big thing that I enjoy is just the concept of storytelling, regardless of the medium that it is. And it's why I really enjoy just listening to people have, like, in a conversation, or listening to someone talk about something they're super passionate about. Ooh. Only one more new species to get, and it's a fairly hard one to get. I'm not actually sure what's going to come first. New fish or level 70? But yeah, I started playing guitar. Listening to more music, more diverse music. Watching more movies, doing weekly movie nights. It's just for fun. I've already seen them all, but I did rewatch all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies in a day. It was over the weekend. I built a Lego set and put the movies on in the background and just watched all 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and the one with Blackbeard in it. Oh, it's not looking good. Not looking like I'm going to be getting this fish before level 70. Though it's entirely up to chance if I do or not. Throwing. Starfish don't actually seem to be that common here. $15,000 experience. 12,000 experience. And there we go. Devil Ray puts me in. 27,000 to finish it off. See if I can get this Siamese cat before I go, though. One of the last actual fish I can catch. So I think I could barely hit 60. If I caught every single fish that I could catch with the hardwood. But because of the extra rods, I think there's some weird business going on. Some funny business with the weights. We're just immensely unlucky today. Shucks. Didn't get blackout.
Hazle pop y descubre el sabor del amor.
Or blackout, so.
Love what moves you, protect what matters. The drives you count on connect you to the people, places, and moments you...
Crossout's manageable. Yeah. Been getting into my my hobbies of trying to be able to tell more stories, put some emotions into word. I've gotten into script writing, I've gotten into actual writing, songwriting, playing the guitar, kind of. Because emotion's a really beautiful thing, I feel like. It's such a beautiful thing. Just sit and get into. Go. Actually got a bingo. How we doing? Oh, we could afford it. For some reason I thought it was like 5,500, but it's only $5,000. Getting our steel rod now. And most likely going to the burr to get some potentially a grizzly barracuda. That'd be cool. But, yeah, storytelling always has a... Oh, reading as well. Getting into reading as well. That's, another big thing that I'm getting into. Just trying to absorb as many stories as I can. See what the world has to offer. What other people can write. Water balloon fish. Olympic pool shark. And the crunchy peanut butter and jellyfish. We are about to buy the steel rod. And maybe play some trolley games as well. Really wants me to go to Mezzo. Oh, yeah. The seahorses. Honestly, forgot about the seahorses. Sleet Street is the one that has it. I do recommend good stories, though. Find stuff you're interested in and get invested in a good story. It's nice. Regardless of what medium it is you prefer. But the Battle for Bikini Bottom, I just played that again recently. A month and a half ago now. Brodad and I were trying to figure out what to do, and it was like, well, I'm kind of feeling SpongeBob. He was like, really? SpongeBob? You want to do that again? I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling a playthrough of SpongeBob. What do you think I should do? Should I just play the game, or should I do some silly stuff? Some glitches and skips and all that jazz. And he's like, yeah, we could do that. Kind of curious to see what kind of things you got going on, what you know about the game. And I was able to show off a lot of the random dumb knowledge I have of the game. the random skips and out of bounds stuff. It's kind of crazy what you could do with a game, especially those older games. They're kind of insane. And then we ended up seeing how far we can get to the game without actually using any of the upgrades. So we skipped Robo Sandy, we skipped Robo Patrick. So we had no Bubble Bowl, had no Cruise Bubble. And we were trying to figure out ways to skip a bunch of things, and we actually, I believe we got 90 something spatulas. Not even really using any guides or anything, just my own knowledge of the game and the glitches that I knew. Strictly just for fun. There's no shame in revisiting something you enjoy. No shame in that. It just sucks that a lot of the there's a lot of people out there that make fun and judge people for actually doing things they enjoy. Just, I don't know, putting people down is just not kind of my style. Especially when you don't know them. Like, you're getting to know somebody and then you're immediately like, ah, video games or movies. That's how you choose to spend your time. Which is crazy to me that you'll do that to people. This is where I find out I actually can't catch any of the barracudas here. Balloon fish. Alaskan king crab's gonna be the end of me. Oh, didn't even need the Alaskan, just got a normal one. Oh, piano tunas. I can actually catch those now. With the changes to the rods in this game and all the weights, I don't think I can get all of them, but I could definitely get some of them. Not that's going to be left up to a starfish by the end of this. balloon fish is going to be the death of me. Because I'm not going to get a boot because I don't think I can catch them anymore. Ooh. Oh damn, I wasted it. I guess it is technically
Granger
more
knows
likely
that as
for
an
me to
HVAC
catch
technician, the heat is on you every day.
I'm too used to playing on
Your
my main
first
account
call,
with the platinum
an
route,
office
where you
building with
literally
a
can't
noisy
catch
AC unit.
any
Time to
balloon
put your
fish because of
experience
how
to
light
work.
they are.
On site, your meters don't lie. The blower motor's failing. But Granger's easy-to-search website...
The rocking seahorse. I don't think I'm getting the barracudas. I think they're too heavy. I think I got what I'm getting here. They changed so much about the weights and whatnot that I honestly don't think I'm getting those. Did it want me to go to baritone? It did. Gotta do a quick update though. Rocking seahorse. And the normal piano tuna. Mezzo loves starfish. So you're gonna see a lot of those. Two rare nurse sharks and Possibly some piano tunas we're going for. Shouldn't have done that.
Dr. White, tell him.
Normal nurse shark. I couldn't find the devil ray. Didn't see it. It's unfortunate. And the mackerels here, of course it is. Gotta at least get the nurse shark and the pool shark before I downgrade myself to like twig. I should have clicked the cutthroat trout. All up to the game, willing to give me balloon fish. Or boots.
Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less
Oh,
throughout
I mean,
your
I
day.
don't actually
Whether it's a
cut the
long
trout.
day on your feet, a demanding workout, or everyday aches and pains, you need...
Aha. Player piano tuna.
Thank you very much.
I believe that puts me at 55. Oh, oops. I didn't even pay attention. Already had 20 fish. Another thing that I do kind of enjoy is achievement hunting. It's like a goal for the games that I do enjoy. I got sucked into it as like, it took all the fun out of playing video games, because it just became looking at the trophy list or the achievement list being like, okay, well I have to do this when I get here and I have to do this when I get here. And it would just, playing games just became a checklist. And that's all that games were, and all of the enjoyment was just taken out of them, so I had to take a break for a good while from playing new games and all that jazz. Literally just couldn't do it anymore. But I've gotten far better with it now. Man, I'm getting mega screwed on this. Fish bucket's full and I gotta swap out. Damn. All in the name of trying to get a bingo in 20 seconds. Ended up booting 2 balloon fish. Could have had it. I did catch more than 3 fish. I got 5 in the time that it took to end. Should look. See if there's one specifically for Corporate Clash. 4 to 15, it says.
Once weekly Manjaro.
I was helpless from his gaze. It's irresistible. Jesus.
Yahoo!
According to this, yeah, bucket upgrades. So steel is 4 to 15. Understood. Petunia Place is the best for that. Okay. And it wants me to use the bamboo. Okay. Baritone and tenor. Yeah, the full moon fish and the half moon fish are rough. They're beefy ones. I could get the other two seahorses. Recommends platinums for all of those. Platinums for the other two seahorses. Sorry about that. I'm researching. Recommends steel and hardwood for the nurse sharks, which is where I am and what I'm using. The Grand is only catchable with gold. I did get the player. Recommends gold platinum for the other two though. Let's see. Because I am here for what? Let me put down my player piano tuna. Fishing guide. Yeah, it wants Lullaby Lane and Baritone Boulevard for 3 tunas and 2 sharks. And according to this, the best spot is specifically Baritone Boulevard for the Clara Nurse Shark. So we're going to sit here and go for that. And once we get that, we'll go to Tenor. Oh wait, what rods it recommend? Hardwood steel, okay. Because realistically, I could get all of them here, and the time that it takes me to get the one thing that I'm looking for. Realistically, unlikely that I will get the other ones, because they are lower odds, but I could get them regardless. It is a non-0% chance. Like the player piano tuna that I've gotten 3 of.
Telephone, please.
Ooh.
Dr. White.
Aw. Clicked out for just a second. And the... yeah, just specifically mezzo for the upright. And then tenor for the baby grand. Oh, I need boots, bro. A lot of nurse sharks. Now that I know I'm looking for one. It's not giving me the Clara, though. No more tuning around in these parts. Amount of cutthroat trouts is kind of crazy, though. Almost got blocked out. Ooh. I did not see which one that was. That could have been Florence. It's probably Clara, though. If it's Clara, I move playgrounds. I will check once I finish up this. Bucket, because I would like to see which fish that was. Give me another one for the hell of it. Come on. Hail Mary. Shucks. Okay. Let's see. Am I leaving or am I staying? I am leaving. I got the Clara. So now I go to Tenor. Tenor Terrace has a boost on the Florence and the Baby Grand. Very neat. two specifics, but while I'm looking for the other ones is when I'll get the others. Like trying to go for the grand piano is not advisable. I think I could get it anywhere in mezzo. It's just that you really just don't want to. I see the double ray. Here I'm looking for a baby grand and the nurse shark. Fish. Catfish. And the clownfish. It's up to a nurse shark. Dang. Darn. Minute and a half? For a boot or a nurse shark? If I don't get it, I'll be genuinely disappointed. Well, with the way that I'm missing right now. Yeah, see, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Doctor.
It's really funny how you get two people for this and it just trivializes the whole thing too. All it takes is two people.
Thank you very much.
Dr. What?
Not likely to be left on a... I was about to say, it better not be left on a starfish. How common they are. Boot. New record in the holy mackerel. That's fun. All the starfish got put on the outside of what I'm trying to get, so this is not good.
Dr. White, telephone.
Ah, there's one of them. Not getting anything I need, actually. There we go. Something. Ah, starfish, the bane of my existence. Well, thank goodness I didn't need one of those. Yeah, but for this, it's, since I'm starting to get back into it, when, I want to play, and the man that I'm playing with, the guy that I locked up in the closet earlier, I've been getting back to the boss grind. Just hit penny pincher on the CFO. It's pretty good. Got my couple managers done. The Mezzo Street manager. I got the main managers of Toontown Central, Barnacle Boatyard, and Yoli Toontown done. I'm not getting it. How are we doing? 57. Probably gonna call it once I hit 60. Didn't really have a chance, but I should be waiting. I think I'm at like 116 or 117 now. On the main account. I'm getting the big ones out of the way. Really getting the big ones out of the way. Ooh. Oh, that's 3 king crabs. balloon fish. All this for a baby grand, which is not an ultra rare. It's close though. It is a very rare fish. Unlikely I will actually be getting it, but we going for it. We trying. So it would also be nice to get, you know, one of the other piano tunas. Or namely the other. Seconds for a boot or a nurse shark. Come on. There we go. See what happens first. My 20 minutes are up. Worst spots on the board, jeez. I don't know why I just instinctively clicked the Devil Ray.
Yahoo! I'm 45. It's time to screen for colon cancer.
It's true. The Cologuard test.
There we go. There's one of the piano tunas.
We can help. At Mattress Firm, you can upgrade now to a queen mattress and adjustable base for just $499.99.
I was able to catch a glimpse that it was yellow. The baby grand
we make sleep easy.
Is red. Is very red. But now that I can leave here, I'm probably going to run off to the estate. The last nurse shark, go all the way down to the bottom. Got the upright piano tuna. Siamese catfish is in like one place. I'll get like a couple buckets here. It is a common here. Or one of the horses is a common here. Two eels is rough, dude. Oh, new record on the crunchy. Might go back to trying for the... I have to use 2 different rods over in Daffodil, so it would be ideal to get them here. It's mildly annoying as it is to fish here because of how far the shadows stay away. Ah, shucks. I just got a boot.
What you doing, Zach?
My T-Mobile home internet is so good. I wish I could tell the whole world.
Zach, go right ahead.
T-Mobile!
Thank you very much.
I don't know what it is about fishing in this game, though. Something about it is just peaceful. It's just nice. Nothing beats a good fishing minigame. Clydesdale. Hold on. Is that the rarer one? No. The Arabian is the rarer one. I need 2 more catfish. I needed another shark too. Honestly? Finish up this bingo that I'm getting robbed of. Overshot that. God damn. This fishing here kind of just sucks. Now I am definitely leaving. I got both of the horses. Once more. Oink.
Thank you very much.
All that does mean I'm about to probably go up like 2 levels. Yep. 2 levels. I am now not getting the rest of that. That is the goal that I wanted to hit. I did get that by the time I finished up. We're at 3,600 beans. I got the 2 horses that I wanted from here. I'm still on, where's the horse? Clydesdale and Arabian. I already marked out the tuna, should be at 60. Yes. Fishing guide wants me to go to Lullaby Lane. Lullaby Lane for just moonfish. Full moonfish has a boost everywhere. Half moonfish is only on 1 playground. Wow. Panda Barracuda does not have anything. Eight buckets of fish for the Siamese. That's the only one down in Daffodil. Let's go look at the Barracudas real quick. Recommends platinum for all 3 of those. I could get them. I'm not going to. Very unlikely. The Piano Tuna, the Baby and the Grand both recommend platinum. Baby possibly gold. I did not use the platinum for either of those. Oh, no wonder why I wasn't getting the new moon fish. You have to use the cardboard or twig. It is required because it is only a 1 pound fish. Checks out. Half Moon recommends hardwood to platinum. I have the nurse sharks. Bulldog fish I just can't get yet. Yeah, but I guess that concludes it. Reached my goals. I don't want to get all of the fish without my main man. Re-go through all those things, get more beans, better rods, and all that jazz. I am now significantly further than he is in terms of health. I am 10 points higher.
At Amica Insurance, we know what matters most to you.
Gonna have to do a good fishing session to get him up.
Together. As a mutual
It's gonna be a requirement.
Company, we're built for our customers and prioritize your needs.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Empathy is our best policy.
I certainly enjoyed myself sitting here relaxing and playing Toontown this fine evening. And yeah. I'll see you guys next time.